Hey everyone, Michael here from Get Fit Over 40. It is kind of fall. It's actually the end of summer now, and the pool is, well, it's getting a little grungy out here. Put a bunch of stuff away yesterday and probably going to winterize it next weekend. It's all over, summer's over. But anyways, today's video, we're going to be talking about how can I tell if I should be on or go on TRT. When is the right time? That's something that you're going to have to decide for yourself. That's something you should talk over with your doctor. But I have some points here that you might want to look at, or things that crop up, or issues that you might be having. Some good guidelines to follow regarding when is the right time. And if these things are happening, it doesn't have to be all of them. But if a bunch of them are happening, then you might want to definitely talk to your doctor, get your blood work tested out, all of that kind of stuff. And we do have, I do have some links I'll put in the description for Canada and US based TRT clinics. I don't have anything else for other people worldwide if you're watching, but I have partnered with a couple clinics. Again, one in Canada and one in the US. I'll put links in the description that you can check into. They are online based, so you can pretty much access them from anywhere in Canada or the US. And of course, if you're in Canada, you want to talk to the TRT clinic in Canada. If you're in the US, you want to talk to the US clinic in the US. So number one, is your energy low? So that's going to be for sure one indicator, or one possible thing to look at is your energy low? Now that doesn't mean necessarily that you're low on TRT. There's a ton of reasons why. I can switch arms every once in a while. Oops, I just lost my cheat sheet. There's a ton of reasons why your energy can be low, not just testosterone, obviously, right? I mean, it could be diet is terrible. It could be sleep. There could be reasons like just, who knows what, maybe something's going on with your body, maybe some sort of flu or bug that you're not even aware of. There's a ton of things. So it's not just testosterone. But if you've noticed gradually that your energy level has gone down, and let's say that, a lot of other things haven't changed in your life too much, then it is possible that could be testosterone related, because definitely energy can drop if your testosterone is low. So check that out. That's one indicator, low energy. Sex drive. Okay, obviously testosterone in men encourages sex drive. We all know that. It's an important sex hormone for both men and women for sex drive, but specifically for men. And if your sex drive has dropped off significantly, if you notice it's dropped off a lot, especially over the last couple of years, it is gradually going to decrease. Of course, over time, as you get older, you're not going to be as interested when you're in your 40s, 50s, and 60s, and so on, as when you're in your teens and 20s. Okay, we know that. That's just one of those things. So don't think because your sex drive isn't what it used to be in your teens and 20s that your testosterone is suffering. It's just aging, okay? But that can for sure affect sex drive. If you're just not that interested anymore, no drive, that can be an indicator that your testosterone is low. Speaking on the testosterone, morning wood, that's another indicator. So erections in the morning for men, typically, most men will wake up with one almost every morning. And if that is not happening anymore, then something is probably going on. If you're not getting them at night, especially earlier in the morning, then that can be a problem. So keep that in mind. Now, as you get older, again, you're not going to have the same type of erections in wood in the morning as you were when you were in your 19s and 20s. That's just something you're gonna have to deal with, but you should get them most of the time. It shouldn't be like a rare thing for you. It should happen. So if that's not going on, then your testosterone could be low. Do you feel less excited about life in general? So obviously, testosterone affects mood. If you have a higher level or a sufficient level of testosterone, it just creates a better mood in men. If you're low on testosterone, low in hormones in general, sex hormones in general, your mood's going to be low. You're not going to wake up with the same vigor. Of course, as you get older, and maybe life doesn't seem quite as exciting as it was when you were younger. But if you were excited about getting up in the morning and doing whatever it is that you do, your job, your daily life, if that was good, you were happy with the way things are going, and then all of a sudden over the last year or two, nothing else has changed, but you're just not that excited about life, it could be low testosterone. That definitely can affect mood, can cause depression if it's low. It does just create a sense of well-being if you have higher levels of testosterone. Does it take longer? I'm going to switch arms here again. Does it take longer to recover from exercise? So, you know, exercise for all ages, if you work hard in the gym, you're going to need a certain amount of time to recover. Doesn't matter if you're in your teens, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and on, you will need time to recover. And when you're younger, I mean, I take my son to the gym. It can take him 3-4 days to recover from a hard workout, specifically a leg workout. He's 15 years old, right? His testosterone levels right now are probably through the roof, and he still requires a certain amount of time to recover. So just because you're not recovering within 2 or 3 days, or even a couple days properly, it might just mean that you're just working out really hard, and that's a good thing. So having a little bit of pain, taking a little bit of time to recover is not an issue. The problem is when, let's say you used to work out 5 or 6 days a week, and now you're finding out you just can't do it anymore. Your body is just hurting too much. You just don't have the strength for the next workout or the energy again for the next workout. Your gym workouts are not, the way you want them to be, and you've cut it back down to say 3 or 4 days a week. That can be a sign of low testosterone. You're just not recovering because your testosterone is low. So keep that in mind. Again, over time, right, we're not going to repair exactly the same as we did when we're younger. So this is a gradual thing. We're talking about low testosterone. As you get older, it does decrease a little bit, right? So that is kind of normal. It's just when it gets below where it should be that we start running into issues. Now, getting it up to the healthy younger ages will help in a lot of cases with a lot of things, and so that's what we're talking about here. Is your body weight and fat increasing even though your diet and activity has not changed? So, switch arms again. It's like I'm weak or something here. Maybe I need more testosterone. So, basically, let's say your body weight is just like you're noticing that you're gaining a little bit more fat, you're losing a little more muscle, whatever, it's creeping up. It's not the way it used to be. It can happen slowly. It can happen more drastically. Okay. Now it is somewhat normal again, and this isn't necessarily testosterone. I have made videos on how people blame their metabolism and all kinds of things on gaining weight. And my opinion is it's less to do with that, and it's more to do with lifestyle changes. So you're just not as active. You're probably not being as careful with your diet and nutrition. Maybe you're having a few too many glasses of wine, not going for walks enough. You have a sedentary job. All of these things can make that weight creep up over time, and it can have nothing to do with your hormones, okay? It has nothing to do with your metabolism. It has everything to do with your exercise versus your food intake, or your activity versus your food intake. So, but if none of that has changed, if you're exercise, you're walking around, if you're eating about the same, and you know that this is true, but everything's changing and you're putting on a little fat, not keeping the muscle as easily, then that could be a sign of low testosterone. And along those lines, is your strength going down in the gym, not making any progress? So what we're talking about here is, again, are you doing the same types of workouts, okay? Are you working out the same amount, same amount of hours, same amount of reps, similar weights? But let's say you're doing all of these things, your nutrition is good, all of that's good, your sleep is good, and yet it's not even a matter of you're not maintaining anymore, but maybe you're losing some muscle. Even though you're doing all the same things, you feel like you're losing strength and you're losing muscle. Now that would be a sign of low testosterone. Now we're not talking about getting to plateaus, because everybody, if you've been working out for 5 years and you're kind of doing the same workout every day, you're really not increasing the amount of reps or weight or something, you're not overloading yourself anymore. If you're just doing the same workout day after day, you will maintain at least, okay? But you're not going to progress doing the exact same workout you've been doing for the last 2 years. People make that mistake. They say, I go to the gym 5-6 days a week. I eat well. I'm getting my protein, my supplements, but I'm not gaining strength. I'm not gaining muscle. What's going on? Well, you're not progressively overloading. So eventually, if you do the same thing for long enough, you will hit a plateau. You will essentially not make any more progress at that point. The best you can do is maintain what you have at that level. So you have to change something in order to reach the next level, which is called some sort of progressive overload, using either, again, more reps, more weight, more volume in general, right? And or just going to the gym more often, which equivalates to more volume and all of that. So that's just one of the things. So that's why when I train for a show and I'm getting closer to the show, I have to train more. I have to go to the gym more. I have to do more volume, because if I want to keep putting muscle on and maintaining the muscle I have while I'm in a cut, I need to put more weight training activity in there to see those changes happen. All right, so I think that pretty much does it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I think I covered most of the points. If there's anything I missed, put some comments in the question. I'll try and answer, or comments in the comments area, questions in the comments area, and I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. Again, check out the links in the description for both the Canadian and US based TRT clinics that I've partnered with, that I've spent some time talking with, that I can confidently suggest them to you guys to look into. Again, do your own research, check out your own places, but these are two places, again, one in Canada, one in the US, that I recommend. So check those out. All right, thanks for watching another GetFitOver40.com video. Don't forget to subscribe. Check me out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Until next time, take care.